Hello, welcome to this update for Europe. Let's just see what's happening with these storms because we have some big storms on the horizon these next few days, plus some more information about some changes to the weather and more stuff after that. So let's see. So first, here we still have like some lower pressures further into Scandinavia and the big Azores high, and the heat wave has been retrieving towards like southeastern Europe because there's still like this front in Russia, and the warmest temperatures are still around like Hungary, Serbia, and still southern Spain is quite hot, but we'll have some changes in the next few days. So first here, it's more important, we have like still those above average temperatures moving further east in many areas, and then it shows like especially around n- next Tuesday, July, next Monday and Tuesday, July 7th, July 8th, shows this below average temperatures coming to Western Europe. So this goes, shows like across Central Europe as well, some lower pressures and some below average temperatures. So this will be like a big change to the weather because first, over last few weeks, we have that very big heat wave, some very above average temps, like it was like extremely above average temperature. So this will present a very big change with many strong severe storms. So here shows like this moves further east later. So let's see here back to that pressure map. So especially when this comes, let's see here if we find it here. So good. So shows like still like these are high this goes, but there's like those lower pressures into like Sunday, Monday across Central-ish Europe, those areas there, with those they'll carry those bit below average temperatures to help cool down a little bit. And it will bring more storms. So let's see. And still shows today's Friday, July 4th. We'll still have some storms today, but especially looking concerning into next week, probably. So the European model shows like these storms today, a few ones in Italy, Slovenia, spots of Spain as well. And then Saturday shows more across Spain, spots of Italy and the Alps still shows more there. Sunday still shows some across northeastern Spain into Italy, especially to Slovenia and Italy. Monday shows again those areas in the Alps there, and then Tuesday still shows a few ones. It's not showing too much more on Tuesday, but does show some stronger ones. So Tuesday and Wednesday, then this clears out later, but we'll keep watching because here there's like this is for next Monday, July 7th. This is the jet stream, shows like around 200 millibars. So this will significantly help build those thunderstorms because as you probably already know, there's those sea surface temperatures in the Mediterranean well above average. There are even some spots close to 30 degrees. So this will help build more moisture than usual, like fuel for those storms. And this moisture from this very warm sea plus the winds in the upper atmosphere, these winds will help make the storms severe because especially like the stronger this is, the more severe potential, especially shows across Italy as the jet stream curves into France and more spots. So Monday and Tuesday are looking very concerning. And this jet stream will also cause like wind shear. This map here represents wind shear, so it's kind of confusing, a bunch of colors, but I will show you here. So especially across Italy into Austria, Slovenia, these purple areas here represent more wind shear. So this significantly helps like severe storms and organized storm clusters, especially supercells, the more wind shear there is. So this is about Monday, July 7th. shows Monday and Tuesday, especially Tuesday. There's like Tuesday at 0 Z, so it's still like Monday evening. Shows a lot of wind chill over like Slovenia, not northern Italy, those areas. So this area has the potential for some very violent storms, especially from Sunday to Tuesday. So please be careful in those areas because trust me, that those winds in the upper atmosphere plus the moisture from this very, very warm sea will significantly help those storms. And plus, this big temperature contrast, because we've been having this very above average temperatures, and then you suddenly become below average. So that temperature contrast will also boost instability in the atmosphere. So and lift. So please be careful. Those areas, including like France and Spain and Switzerland, and all those areas too. S- But especially like from France to Austria, might be the most severe storms along with this jet stream and the wind shear. So please be careful in those areas and stay safe. So for today specifically, for Friday today, shows like storms in the Alps, southeastern Germany, spots in Austria too, a few ones there, especially later in the afternoon on the Pyrenees. Shows there starting around 3 p.m., like 2 to 3 p.m., and more across spots of Sardinia, in the interior valleys, and shows more some starting in the Alps there, but doesn't show too much today, but does show more across Spain. So does show a few stronger ones with hail damaging winds like northern Spain there, and also sections of northeastern Spain. So be careful those areas. And then shows Saturday. Might be bigger on Saturday because shows in the morning, right? Snowstorms ongoing, probably not northern Italy, but this goes. Saturday afternoon shows more across central Spain into northeastern Spain and probably like into Austria, northeastern Italy as well. So later in the afternoon, this does grow across Spain, and these are role models like a high resolution model for Central Europe. It's already showing very big storms Saturday. So shows like this Saturday evening around 7 p.m. shows like in Catalonia and Aragon further into northern Valencia very big storms, probably some damage winds and hail. So this goes and like still some the beginning of the night. So please be careful and those ones across Austria and Italy as well. In central Italy, probably to Slovenia as well. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful. There's the AirPatch model for Friday, shows those storms in the Alps and Pyrenees. Saturday shows more across Spain, those areas in Austria as well, the stronger ones. And Sunday looks more interesting, shows more widespread storms in Italy on Sunday. So like shows them across most of northern Italy to Austria, a few ones across France, because there's this low pressure, like 1002 millibars, that some models have been showing around the Mediterranean. And if that forms there with that ridiculously warm sea surface temperatures, that will really boost the storms and instability. So please be aware this goes and shows Sunday evening this goes there. Monday it even shows like a tiny bit of snow in the Alps. Kind of crazy. It shows like more storms alongside it, especially like into Monday probably into Croatia as well. Some stronger ones, Slovenia and still in Italy there. So Monday, Tuesday. Please be careful. And Tuesday might be some more as well. So there's the GFS, that's interesting. So shows Friday, those storms in the Alps and Pyrenees. Saturday shows those ones in Spain and Italy. So especially Saturday, Spain and Italy might be worth watching, but shows Sunday across the Alps. Some very vigorous storms Sunday evening there across the Alps. So please stay safe in those areas. Monday shows like more across Italy, spots of Austria, and Switzerland. And Monday there's that high, the jet stream plus the high wind shears from more organized severe storms. So be careful Monday. Tuesday still shows some across Slovenia into Croatia, a few ones. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful and stay safe. Those temperatures will get slightly better. So the show here still this afternoon, Friday across Spain. Is still Spain is close to 40 degrees in a few areas, southern Spain, but like southern Italy is very hot as well, more than 37. Spots of southern France. So by Saturday, shows slightly better during the night, so slightly less hot. But those show as Saturday afternoon still pretty warm across Spain and southern France. So especially across like southern Spain, still very hot. Spots Romania to Bulgaria. So like Saturday to Sunday shows slightly better, especially like this is Monday, shows spots of southern Spain still very hot in Portugal, especially southeastern Europe, close to 4 degrees. So be careful. Those areas in Italy, 38, still southern Italy. But by Tuesday does get better, especially this Central Europe, Germany, Poland, Czechia, across France, and the eastern half of Spain does get better. This is like Tuesday afternoon and shows like just 24 degrees in Paris compared to 40 degrees that was a few days ago, so much better. And that showed some 20s in Spain, just southern Spain, still southern Spain and Portugal remains hot, but Central Europe will get a quick relief across Central Europe. But yeah, be careful in those areas, especially those storms. And I will give you another type of news that you might not like so much. There's here like the GFS for long range around July 15th and everything. That shows some above average temperatures coming back again after like July 12th. So we might be looking at our next like future heat wave across like July 15th into July 20th probably because this like around July 19th shows much of Central to Western Europe, so well above average temperatures again. So enjoy the relief when it comes now, but more heat waves might be lurking in the future. So be aware. And the European model was showing the same thing around that same time for the possible heat wave, but that's like 10 days out, so don't stress about that right now. It's still very far. So just be careful the storms. That's a thing you should really be careful. And there's potential for like flash flooding and heavy rain with some of them, especially near mountainous terrain. So like some landslides and flash flooding. So be careful with the stronger storms, and of course lightning. Be careful to damage winds and everything. So here for Friday today we have this hail probability maps here. So they show across Spain, especially they are highlighting across northern Spain today some chances for large hail, up to 5 centimeters possible. So be careful in those areas, and shows like across Italy as well today, so be aware. And for Saturdays, looking interesting for further to central eastern Spain, some 5 centimeter hail probabilities and some damage winds. So be careful showing closer to the coast as well, more spots in the Pyrenees, and showing northwestern Italy too for Saturday. So be careful in those areas and like stay safe. There's the 3 hour probability here too for Friday. So picks up on northern Spain Friday afternoon and evening, and then it does die down later. But the 3 hour map's not showing that high of a probability as a 24-hour one, so it might not be that crazy, but it'll be strong. So pure, but Saturdays are already looking very very strong. So this is just until like from noon to 3 p.m. Later in the afternoon shows still further central eastern Spain, northern Italy. So be careful. And Sunday is already showing some probabilities like near northwestern Italy and northeastern Spain still for some storms with hail. So be careful those areas. And here they still don't have anything for storm forecast, but probably they'll most likely have something tomorrow, Saturday, because I feel they will have it because those storms will be very strong. So stay tuned. And let's see for some rain accumulation here now. So this show like today until July 9th, so right, the time period of the strongest storms. The does show, let's go from west to east, so shows like Spain, most of the northern half of Spain and eastern Spain shows the most accumulation around the eastern Pyrenees, some 60 millimeters, shows a finger or two near the coast, some 4 millimeters, but might have something and shows like especially southern France not showing much, but like further into northern France with those fronts. So be aware, especially like Sunday, probably Sunday in France, and shows in Slovenia and Italy. This is the area like most concern for like severe storms, like I showed you. So the show even to 100 millimeters northern Croatia and those areas from Sunday to Tuesday especially, but from today and Saturday as well, a few storms. So be careful in those areas. Switzerland and Austria, some strong storms. So be careful, some flooding danger of those storms as well. And yeah, but prepare for damaging winds and hail. And even like if all those elements come together, the shear and everything, a tornado too is possible. So please be careful and show like some more rain across Sweden, Norway, especially Sweden, spots of northeastern Europe too. So be aware of those fronts across Scandinavia. So finger two in Iceland. So yeah, does show rain like northern UK today into Norway. So Friday across like northern UK a storm or two. Denmark shows some rain as well. Saturday shows Saturday into Sunday a finger two in the Baltics into Russia and some rain there. So be careful those areas and like stay safe, especially those storms. And if you're wondering, there's also this map here shows like in the Alps a little bit of snow possible in the highest points of Switzerland and Austria when those below average temperatures come. So be aware the highest peaks there a little bit possible. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful in terms of winds. As you can see with the waves there in the Atlantic, there's slightly higher winds off the coast of Portugal and near the UK today because of that front. So be careful this wind. And there's this low pressure going from Finland to Russia, some higher gusts right now as well. So be careful in those areas and those storms across Russia, those cold fronts as usual. So be careful. That shows slightly more wind Sunday as those fronts come across spots of France and bring those below average temperatures. So be aware, spots of the Mediterranean still showing Monday, and yeah, but especially those thunderstorms be the most like damaging winds, those storms. So be careful. There's another element that I didn't show you here, so get ready to see it. There's like let's use this high resolution model first. So shows like today the Cape, the convective available potential energy for the storm. So shows like slightly higher across this afternoon, northern Italy, for a few spots in Spain as well for those storms. And does show those yellows closer to 1,000 joules per kilogram, especially northern Spain is above 1,500 to 2,000. So be careful. Saturday it does show a lot across northern Italy, and before those storms form in Spain, does show some pockets of Cape on the Pyrenees and a lot in a few pockets there in eastern Spain to help those storms. So be careful in those areas. Long range, with the European does look like it here, like across Italy and those areas. So today's Friday into Saturday shows Saturday afternoon. The European is over 2000 joules per kilogram of Cape in Italy. Sunday does show a lot as well, a lot across like central northern Italy, 2000, further like 1000 joules per kilogram, spots in northwestern Italy too, into Slovenia and Austria shows more as well. So Sunday, Monday, that doesn't show too much on Monday, but still enough for some severe storms. So be careful those areas, especially with this very warm Mediterranean, boosting those Cape levels and the moisture, especially the moisture for those storms. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful. And let's see if there's something else here. So the show now as well, like Friday, there's a few storms in Russia, to Ukraine, to Saturday, and does show in the Caucasus more rain and storms. So be aware of a few spots near southwestern Russia and the Caucasus, like Saturday into Sunday, and spots in northern Kazakhstan. So be aware those areas and stay safe, especially those storms coming. Be careful. And talking about storms, this picture right here is a storm from yesterday I saw in Spain. And that was like the big cumulonimbus cloud and Mamaeus clouds on the anvil. Those Mamaeus clouds are very cool. And you can see the cloud base as well. So that storm was very cool. But it reminds you of how dangerous storms can be. So please be careful the next few days. And yeah, stay safe.